obey my commands at all times. Let's have a good, clean fight. Let's go, guys.
Good luck, big guy.
Tommy Morrison saying all the right things, having the respect for Pinklin Thomas as an ex-champion, but maybe going in with the ghost of Pinklin Thomas. And Thomas trying to dispel any critics that he is washed up, but he'll have to come through tonight because he is facing his 5th defeat in his last 6. And very noticeable, Sean, here at the start of the fight, Tommy Morrison has already worked up a sweat, and Pinklin Thomas is bone dry, and he's going up against a knockout puncher, Morrison, who has 21 knockouts, of which 13 have come in the first round, and he's knocked out 19 of his 21 victims in the first 2 rounds. But here, in the beginning, looks to be a respectful Tommy Morrison, watching out for the once famed jab of Pinklin Thomas.
Pinklin Thomas knows that left hook is coming, but he is a slow starter. It'll take him a few rounds to get warmed up, whereas Morrison is a quick starter. He likes to set the pace in the outset. Ooh, good left hook to the body by Morrison.
And that is his big punch. Morrison's last fight against Quick Tillis ended very quickly in the first round. That was the biggest name he has faced. And now it is Morris putting on the pressure. Thomas is already cut here in the first round.
That is over his right eye, and it is a nasty cut. Right through the eyebrow.
Bring on it, bring on it. Watch the hold.
Morrison with a big record. Just starting at this point to get ready to face some big foes, and there's that wicked punch. It's hard to imagine this one getting through the first round. Morrison, though, has not won over the critics yet, looking to prove that he is not just the next great right hope. He has a couple of things going for him, his left and his right.
And he's got more going for him, Al. He's got Thomas hurt in his first round, and these 2 men are fighting in a 16.5-foot ring. There's no place for Thomas to run.
And Morrison is staying right in the middle of it. He's heard it before, people saying he's a good puncher, but he can't fight. Well, Mike Tyson heard the same things. Pinklin Thomas taking big shots here in the first, and now Morrison has settled down, steps back, looking to pinpoint his shots.
And that cut is bleeding over the right eye of Thomas. Thomas has to get back to that left jab. He come out the front part of the fight, throwing that left jab, and here, late in the round, he's standing toe-to-toe. Now he's confused about the cut on his face and about the big punches that Morrison is landing. He is stunned. He's rocked. This is what happens to fighters when they lose that competitive edge. They can't get out of the way of those punches. Every shot that Morrison is throwing is nailing Thomas.
Pinklin Thomas said it earlier. He's going to fight this fight as if it were his last, and it should be. Coming down to 10 seconds, we'll pause for a word from our local cable system. And the big surprise right here is that Thomas has survived the first round. It is over. Pinklin Thomas will not come out for the second round. Cut severely on the forehead, right over the eye, and Pinklin Thomas waved it off. The doctors came to the corner. They did not even have to examine him. It was Thomas waving it off. He says, "That's it, I'm done." Now, it's a question of whether he was talking about just tonight's fight or is it the career for the former heavyweight champion. At the end of round number 1, Thomas taking a severe beating, and he goes to his corner, and this is what happened.
Pinklin is winning here. He's saying that's all. His corner man right there, leaning in, Roy Rogers, is trying to encourage him to try to go one more round, to try to get back into the rhythm of this fight. He's through. I'm through, he said.
And Tommy Morrison finds out. And for Tommy Morrison, this one scripted as well as Tommy Machine Gun in Rocky V. Now back live in the corner. Morrison receiving the hugs all around. And Pinklin Thomas, who drops to 36 and
12 defeats and 1 draw. Ladies and gentlemen, Harry Terrell. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the black trunks with stars and stripes trim, he weighs an even 215 pounds from Kansas City. Undefeated as a professional, 17 consecutive victories, 15 by KO. Introducing Tommy the Duke Morrison.
The mandatory 8 count is in effect. You can fall 3 times in 1 round, the fight's over. The bell does not save you. Let's shake hands, come out fighting.
Well, quite a disparity in age here. Tommy Morrison at 20 years young, and his opponent, Harry Terrell, tonight, 38. Terrell with only 6 fights in the last 9 years. Took 4 years off between 82 and 86 because of necessary surgery 3 times on his right hand. He is described as a elusive boxer, wants to stick and run against the powerful Morrison.
And I'll tell you, this is a ring tonight that doesn't lend itself to that, Pete. It's a very small ring. I don't think any more than 20 feet, if that. Maybe 18 on the inside. So if you're going to try and box and move, it will not help you.
Well, in talking with Morrison beforehand, he of the big left hook, something to watch for. He said he's never fought anybody like that would stick and run and give him trouble like that. A good right hand by Morrison, and he kind of welcomes the opportunity. It's experience, he says.
Well, Harry will not be all that quick and that fast, but he will try and give him some lateral movement and give him some cute moves. Obviously, he's a veteran. He's been around. He's fought, you know, I mentioned that he had fought the best in the heavyweight division. As you move down it, it's, you know, the Mike Weavers of the world and all the rest. So he's been in with heavyweights of several eras.
We should expand more on Tommy Morrison, the movie star, just within the last couple of weeks as he bowls his way to the attack. He took a screen test and has been cast as Rocky's protege, or Sylvester Stallone's protege, in upcoming Rocky V. They're excited about that, and he will actually be filmed next Thursday in his bout at Kemper Arena in Kansas City against Charles Hostetler.
Interesting. Talk about life imitating art.
Yes, absolutely. The young protege, and here he is in real life, and he lands a left and has his opponent protecting himself or trying to against the ropes.
And this is where Harry Terrell does not want to be. Now there's the uppercut from Morrison. This young man has improved his arsenal of punches since we first saw him dramatically. You see him using the jab a little bit more. Trying to
There's the left hook.
And have a little bit more.
There's the left hook. And down goes Terrell.
An excellent counter left hook from Morrison. That shows you the improvement of this young man.
That is his big weapon, and Terrell trying to shake it off. Here we go.
Harry Terrell, a veteran, holding on now.
3 knockdown rule in effect. Terrell trying to survive this first round. He's got 43 seconds to do it.
Again, Morrison looking for the uppercut. He used it effectively earlier.
Missed with the right hand. Just missed.
Well, Harry Terrell said, I didn't come here to lay down. I came here to fight. And he is fighting, but he's also getting blocked by that Morrison left hand. But you know what? Harry Terrell has reddened the nose of Morrison. He's landing some punches, but he just is absorbing too many power shots from Morrison.
Well, those 38 years may come into play in a hurry at 227 pounds. Big right hand. 27 pounds. Big right hand. If he gets up, I'll be the most surprised person in the Coliseum.
This fight should be over. Hal Munoz should stop this fight. He has
got to his feet, but he stopped the fight. Another first-round knockout for Tommy the Duke Morrison.
And this time it came as a result of the overhand right by Morrison. And that's what we've been. This fight several years ago was against Lennox Lewis. I was going to remind people of the nice uppercut by Ruddock. Oh, there goes Morrison! He leaned in and got whacked with an uppercut. Will Morrison box? Is there room to box? No, he's going to go after Razor Ruddock.
Well, based on the early results to this point, Ruddock did not parlay.
Uppercut that was. He got himself room.
The hook blocked by Morrison. Ruddock has done a nice defensive job. Good combinations by Morrison. It's Ruddock using the jab sparingly. Razor Ruddock is not a guy that throws a lot of punches. There's the uppercut landing, but this time Morrison absorbs the punch.
But he still paid for it.
Oh, he hurt Ruddock with a right uppercut. Razor Ruddock got run by the same punch to knock Morrison down. Lifted, give him a standing. It just seemed like Morrison had a big advantage there that they took away from him. Tommy Morrison hurts Ruddock, but that counts as a knockdown.
Because of the timing.
And eliminates the possibility of Morrison knocking him out. The only reason why I was critical there of Ron Lipton, who, by the way, is a very, very good referee. Take a look at that knockdown.
Now Morrison starts with the uppercut. Tremendous shot. He set Ruddock up for it, then drives it back. Now watch Ruddock's glove. He holds on to the ring for support. It's a quick call. Quick call there, but when a fighter does hold on for support.
Tommy Morrison, a hand speed. Oh, big push by Ruddock, and he lands an uppercut. Now remember against Ray Mercer, Morrison.
Ruddock stood up after that one.
Razor Ruddock not only stood up, he took a little walk in his corner.
Maybe he wanted to clear his head.
Another right uppercut in the third round. I now say, folks, who's going to get tired? Because both men have shown some signs of it here. Good left hook at the end of that round.
Razor Ruddock and then go to the body as he does there.
When he starts to the body and then, boy, he took some punishment.
Now, a moment ago, Ruddock had Tommy Morrison right in front of him and did not fire the uppercut. Now he gets it in. Ruddock really does it. Morrison should use it.
Good uppercut from Morrison. Comes back. No, he's got Ruddock hurt. He hurt him with the left hook. Razor Ruddock is hurt now. Good body combinations by Morrison. But Ruddock is talking to him. Moving in boxing as he did against George Foreman. But oh my, took a big left hook. Well, they say that was low.
He should milk this.
And that he is. Pretty potent body punches though in the last round or two. Now he is forcing Morrison back. That uppercut there from Morrison.
Tommy Morrison got hurt by the right hand. He couldn't bring his jab back. Neither one is confident that they would get the decision or that the fight will go all the way.
But Ruddock landing some big shots here in this round. Morrison has forgotten what works for him. That is go to the body and then throw combinations. He's unable to do that. Big hook by Ruddock. Big round for Razor Ruddock. Morrison with a hook at the bell and Ruddock with a hook at the bell. There's a hook by Ruddock and it may have hurt Morrison. Big left hook! Nowhere came the hook that we have not seen for rounds. Can Morrison put him down again? Both men have been guilty of that. How about Ruddock getting up? What does Morrison have left?
That's a lot of time for Ruddock to kill here. He needs to buy about 10 more seconds, and it's a long one. He will buy about 10 more seconds, and it's a long one. He will not do it.
Oh my, it's over. Toward the end of the round, Ron Lipton says, I have seen enough.
Morrison's terrific left hook. And you are going to see it. My goodness. Lands all that. Ruddock hits the canvas. It was a big shot. Now we get into the subjective calls here. The standing end. Now Ruddock is taking quite a pounding here late in the round. So Ron Lipton comes in. Ruddock doesn't have that much time to kill, but he doesn't tie Tommy Morrison up. So Moore comes in here. That big left hook snapping back the head is what did it.